I crashed. Oh gosh, am I still on? No! I crashed for a bit. Ah! Am I still good? Ah. Oh gosh, I crashed. Are you kidding me? We were up to a good part. Ah! No. I crashed.
Finally, beyond this gate awaits a boundless world. This is where my journey begins. God of passages, can you see me? I will complete the path that you started. No response after all. Yanis, may you have a good dream. I can't stay here much longer. It's time to leave.
Well, looks like this is the end of the memory.
Not yet. The question that has been puzzling you. She's about to reveal the answer.
But nothing happened. What was making her or you hesitate at this moment? If she had known this flame chase journey would proceed as the Titan foretold, bringing about great suffering and fatalities, including her own, would she still have chosen to walk through the gate and start her journey?
I think the answer is already within you. And you've made your own decision.
What?
They could see us.
You can
Or
hear
hear
us?
us?
Not really. She can neither see nor hear us. Yet she knew that one day someone would return to unveil this dust-covered memory. We can never know for sure who helped us back then. But that kindness was forever engraved in our hearts, motivating us to move forward. Time has modified this memory into a special letter, so that we do not forget our original intent. It's a letter written by Trebios of the past and sent to her future self. In this memory, it is Trebios of the future who overcomes all difficulties for her and sends her on a long journey toward the tomorrow where we are.
Yes, you'll remember it all. And then find your way back to the gate where everything began. Here, I will set sail toward the distant horizon. Here, you have traveled far on your way home. Such is the maxim that unveils Trebios' fate. You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither on the soil of foreign lands. So, if you ever feel lost, return to this place. I'll keep this memory here for you. Or for me, to embrace it again.
Worry not. The loss is something we've grown used to. Our resolve and our pledge are what Trebios will never forget. Each one of us has never failed to remember. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even not be spilled in vain, like my mother and I.
The libations poured are guaranteed to bear fruit, just as my blade-wielding right hand is not a hollow formality.
Surmount the myriad passages of Yanis, and we will once again
ride the west wind, and let the wings carry us far away.
So, this is your answer.
That's right. In the name of the three fates, I stand by my answer with no regrets. Now, with or without the god's blessing,
It's really pretty. Aw. I love the watercolors.
I run towards the world's agony. If I can truly pierce through the utter darkness, we will meet again at the end of the west wind,
Our flowers bloom in spring. Light calendar 3760. Alexandra, holy maiden Trivius, where the court lane to quell the wild chaos and became the new god of Yanis. She traversed the gate of infinity, slaying it to 1,000 messengers to spread divine prophecy across the land of Amphoreus. After a century of arduous journey, Light calendar 3870, month of freedom. Humanity's flame-changed journey officially began. Oh.
Lady Treby, do you still think that everything will be fine tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what Trianne would say as well.
With all due respect,
It's so cute. Oh my god. I think this would be the thumbnail.
Lady Treby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Oh.
Cass, that's not a lie. See you tomorrow is the greatest prophecy in the world.
No.
Prophecy.
Listen, in every corner of this land, every heartbeat carries a prayer for that prophecy to come true.
That is a quote. See you tomorrow is the greatest. But then again. Listen to the recording. Oh.
It may be that only a few heroes will bring tomorrow to the new world, but the prophecy of leading everyone to tomorrow belongs to all in Amphoreus.
But not everyone has the chance to see tomorrow. How can such words be called a prophecy?
Because people believe it will come true, and they are trying hard to hold on to that belief. Even as the world teeters on the brink of collapse, everyone is pressing forward, longing to reach farther and move toward tomorrow. And that is why a holy maiden exists to lead the world toward tomorrow, and why Yanisopolis' prophecy unfolds as passages. Fate is not about the outcome, but the journey. It's not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but rather the paths that lead beyond the gate, where people tread toward the sea of flowers. So, Cass, is troubling you, just set it aside for tomorrow. There's no difference between demigods and mortals. The troubles we encounter can only be resolved by our future selves. Reflect through the long night. Wait for the dawn as you think, and set off at daybreak. The hesitant part of us will be left behind in the dark, while the determined side of us will know no fear. Because that's how Tribios has journeyed so far to spread the prophecy. Beckoning the morning sun and the tomorrow it promises to bring. We will now continue the journey and face our destiny. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity, and thus we shall sweep apart Amphoreus' pitch-dark fog. And at the end, all will reach that silver-white shoal. That end of the journey, that new world and new tomorrow. It is a haven free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. We've made a promise to meet again at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. See you tomorrow, Brienne. See you tomorrow.
Ah. Alexa?
Child of humanity,
Oh.
surely you are not waiting for the arrival of night.
Nights do not fall upon Akama.
That's why it's futile for you to wait here.
Honestly, I didn't expect the renowned Reason Titan to behave like this.
And that's all thanks to you. If your soul weren't as prickly as a hedgehog, I wouldn't have to act this way. If you were more accommodating, you wouldn't be opposing me all the time, and I could teach you more freely instead.
It was you who insisted on implanting the core flame in me. Forget it.
Oh, wow. It
Cut the
comes to reason.
sarcasm and just say what you need to say.
It comes to reason that she just implanted herself in it. Oh,
Fine, fine. All I want is to remind you. There's not much left in your soul. If you don't do something soon, I will have to take over this body.
Oh.
If I'm not worried, why should you be? I know what you're planning. You just want my help answering the question. What exactly are we? Correct?
And by that you mean like, are you semi-demigod?
It's good that you remember. Thus, equivalent exchange. It's only fair.
Yeah, they just literally gave half of his life to you and half of yours to me.
Then rest easy. The answer will soon be revealed, and you'll have to return my body shortly.
Is that true?
Certainly. I initially thought this extremely frail state would hinder me from getting my body back. But I didn't expect the answer to be right within it. That saved me a lot of trouble. I don't even need the black-robed swordmaster's ceremonial blade.
That's certainly worth celebrating.
Regrettably, I can't carry out the upcoming experiment alone.
Experiment? What do you have in mind?
The girl who's walking with death.
Oh,
Is she fully prepared?
casters?
Be patient, Titan. If we're always so guarded, how can death reach us easily?
Unfortunately, on behalf of Okima, I must ask you to slow your pace.
Hi, Galaya. Wasn't there a recommended to not be in the same room as
I forgot about you. My apologies.
Really? Have you now?
A child's words are always carefree. I'll just dismiss these words as nonsense from a cheeky child.
Damn.
Come now, conceited performer. It's time to address your relationship with that Titan.
Yeah, who is this woman? I can't.
What if I refuse?
Provocation will only tip Talantan's scales further toward your demise. There's no need to go to such lengths.
Jealous, Galaya? I'm kidding.
Oh, monster neither human nor divine. Don't forget that you won't dare kill me. If you snuff out the core flame of reason, what else can you use to stand against the council?
Do you two mind if I cut in?
She's being the Titan of Reason is being a third wheel in this.
I warned you. Do not interrupt me.
I just have been meaning to ask. Does death really matter to you?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, before I implanted the core flame into your heart, you were already a silent, cold corpse.
Hmm? I got a screenshot of them. Anyway. I'm back. I'm back. Finally have a moment to catch my breath. Wanna chat? It's unusual to see Mem isn't with you. Now let Mem rest. They've had a tiring past few days. No idea. I can't control Mem. Don't worry, they're inside the ball. Yeah, she's been pretty busy. Since they're not here, let me ask you. Are you really sure you want to take on the trial of Onryx's core flame on behalf of the Crisis Heirs? I mean, I don't see why not. Absolutely. Still on the fence, it was Mem's idea. It's about time for me to level up. Is there a downside if I were to be part of the Crisis Heirs? I mean, given that we're an outsiders. We've ended up at this point after all. This is probably a fate that Trailblaze can't evade. You should be extra cautious and watch out for yourself. Based on the experience of those before you, the trial is no walk in the park. But what concerns me even more is that you'll further bind yourself to Amphoreus. If you truly assume that Titan's divinity, do you believe you'll be able to lay it down again? Forget it. We'll deal with that when the time comes. No matter what happens, I'll be right here with you. Ah, so sweet. But where were you earlier? Thanks. I don't know about the things, bro. After like us wanting to attempt to do a CPR on him earlier, yeah, I don't know. But where were you earlier? Again. I got held up by two people in guard uniforms and ended up missing Trian's farewell ceremony. What did two guards... They said they were messengers of the Council of Elders and wanted to verify my identity. Oh. Oh, they're asking for license and registration. But I suspect we've been on the radar for a while. And they only made their move when you and I got separated. Their question is quite specific. From how we arrived in Akama to our relationships with each Chrysosaur. They even ask about what we did in the market. Luckily, those pawns aren't the brightest. I managed to brush off most of their questions, so they'll probably leave us alone for a bit. The Council of Elders. Are they the bad guys? Looks like dark undercurrents are roiling in Akama. Is this foreshadowing for the next version? Undercurrents. Looks like dark undercurrents are rolling in Akama. Their conduct is certainly irritating. On second thought, the guy also initially kept her guard up with us. It's best not to provoke either side until we know the full truth. The only thing we know for sure is that some members of the Council of Elders aren't happy with the Chrysosaurs. In the worst case scenario, we would be caught up in the internal conflicts of the Holy City. That's my favorite episode. That's the episode I hate the most. So, to be continued? To be continued? If only I had more time to sort through the clues about the Black Tide. But now, the weather's the only lovely thing left. Let's take some more pictures. Huh? Well, what's going on? Something wrong, Dong-Hung? The memory card is full. No! Like my relics! I bet March and the others are really pretty worried too. March! How dare you! Oh, yeah.
And so, this long day passed for Akama.
Quite a long day.
Some people arrived, and some left forever. Just like every other day of this journey, where we, stumbling, move forward. We have long been prepared. If we are to chase the flames, then we must grow used to farewells. And yet, no one back then could foresee death. Its arrival would always be so sudden and so momentous.
Hello? What is this foreshadowing? Why are we... It is pretty though. That is pretty artwork. But hello? What is this?
Even little Gray, coming from beyond the sky, could not escape the Reaper's two hands. And what people gained and lost in that trial of death was far heavier than life itself. Just like the destiny that the prophecy revealed for Cass. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips. And after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
Why are you giving so creepy foreshadowing? And we finish 3.1. Nice. Oh, the triendo! Yay! It's strumming time. Sweet nameless recollection. The God King had returned home and the messenger had departed. Their fates can no longer be sweet. Oh, it's so cute. No, let me just stop. Alright, let's see what they got. And so that was 3.1. Let's go. What shall the story unfold? Okay, and here you go. Ooh. What's this? Blasphemy. Blaspheme. Epilet teacher. And this must be about trees? Or... oh, an Oxygoras. Let that divine name dim. Before meeting death, the scholarly already composed his own epitaph. Epitaph. Whatever.
This person's name was seldom mentioned by others. Incomplete. Just like his fate.
He would weep. He would sweep his own grave at the beginning of every month of reaping, staring long and hard at his stained hands. Hands that never seek the benediction of the gods, accepting only the tricks and plots his brain presents.
Keep your distance from that blasphemous one, lest misfortune follows you like a shadow.
People warned each other just before his lectern. In those rumors, the scholar's hubris looms foul and vile. He dares to proclaim the ascendancy over gods and defy the Titan's will. But the one shouldering such slander pays little heed. His lonesome figure stands aloof, for he always believed that gods are no greater than mortal beings such as he. Grove of Epiphany, the paradise of the wise, it harbors one shouldering the name of a fool. He calls himself a clear-headed teacher, leading all students, yet he rarely guides or teaches, apart from gifting a single saying. Yet, for the rest of the student's life, that saying often proves to be more valuable than gold. Pupils often praise his words as divine utterances, to which the teacher replies with sharp retort. Apart from destiny, he seems able to decipher all laws. And now, even destiny may also be within his grasp. It was not so in the beginning, as he silently recalls the past under leafy shade.
Faced with the god's edict, even I cannot resist.
With no guidance given, he reaches enlightenment for the first time.
Yet, I sincerely believe this is not to be my destiny.
That became the cause of the blasphemy.
Miracles are the most conceited actions of gods. They are God's denial of humanity via might.
The right via might, yeah.
Magic tricks are the most articulate rebuttal. They are humanity's imitation
of godhood via intellect.
He habitually describes the feats of mankind as magic tricks, proving that he enlightened can step beyond the boundaries of reason. But magic tricks cannot afford to fail, even after 1,000,000 times. And for that, the blasphemous co-conspires with a god. Using the final trick, they wish to create a miracle to end all miracles. You have like a good portion more. Wow, is this the story of the new champion or companion? That one who looks like a scholar of some kind? He looks like a pirate. Yeah, magical girl. Magical boy. Sure, a pirate. Let's go with that. Hey, don't judge based on appearance. I just remembered. That one is a magician. On the topic of Flame Chase Journey, he always seemed opposed. Perhaps because he didn't believe in the prophecy. Everything in this world is false, except me. Everything in this world is false, except me. Or something like that. Right. Time for a quiz. What do you think is the relationship between Anaxa and Aglai? I mean us. Kindred spirits, arch enemies, meal buddies, teacher and student. Teacher and student. With the grove being like this, there isn't any time to study. Though the ideologies are completely different, when it comes to stubbornness, he's strikingly similar to the other heroes. Aglaya even permits the Chrysosairs to study under Anaxa. A good rival is a good friend. Everyone probably can agree on that at least. I do have a tension going on. But we're different. We're the best partners when we work together. Boop. Sweet. Oh, nice. There's 2 more. Okay. And boop. Oh, we have 3 more. 1 more on Mighty. Let's go. Nemesis. Descent 7. Oh, here's the final chapter. The day the line went on campaign. None may approach the battlefield. The lone army of criminals, an obstacle on the flame chase journey. He ordered his troops to stand aside. That was the first meeting between hero and prince. The 2 men fought for 10 nights unceasingly, till the combat drew to its end. Wait, is he battling Finon? I don't know. Neither was able to score a single victory, and conceded not a single defeat. Is this Finon and Mighty? I don't know why this man's fate is always overshadowed by a single number decreed. just like how none can ascertain how the flame-chased heroes convinced this man. Actually, good question. How did he get into this? It was not mutual appreciation, nay, for in his memories, 7 sentences were all his mother to him ever spoke. Yet somehow that leader who weaves the golden threads recounted one of the 7 with ease. There is no right or wrong in the man's heart.
The lion has its own historian. And the history of the hunt should not be held by the hunter alone.
And thus he speaks little. Others once guess he regards the holy city as his home, where he seeks a land to belong. As the king of his people to his people, as the first gift to them he brings. But as per the rules with gifts, once given away, the gifter will never repossess this thing. The journey is long, yet none ever dares anger the man, not because of his unrestrained manners, but because every meal the hero partook were all cooked by his peerless skill. One sight serves falsehood in the woods. He has relied on scent since young to distinguish guests and obtain gains. Yet there are always exceptions. The man's archenemy often puzzled why their food always borderline nauseating. He still recalls the day he entered the holy city. One who worships strife is bound to have rumors rife.
Even insects consume each other, and he's no less than the Mad King's kin.
Wow. Oh. Hold on. One moment. Am I good? Hello? Did I crash? Or... I need to check if my stream is okay. Am I good? Okay, I'm good. Okay. It matters little, for the man always considered himself an enemy to the world. He paves the road so that one day his peers would match his anger within. Yet until the prophecy turned true, none of on the holy city he ever did run. My dibbles. Alright. New journey, mother, long dream, garment maker, separation, odyssey, adoration, odyssey alone, separation, new journey, see you tomorrow, mother, dang. Oh, 2. Long separation. Chapter 3, or Part 3. You shall part with your friends, with your enemies, with others, and with yourself. Trebius, you already swallowed the fruit of fate. From now on, you shall be as a school of birds without feet. Flying toward tomorrow without a moment of repose. Wow, they cannot land. The Chrysos war clamor rises and falls. And when the children reunite, only 3 of them remain.
We have heard of a Chrysos heir.
The lively child says. That person tears open the barnacle of the black tide, aims at the sky, wanting to contain the core flame in a sheath.
There will always be warriors like me, who believe in and are willing to protect the tomorrow they prophesize.
Typo in word, but okay. But the crusading Chrysos heir never returns. The greedy ones that lift the crown with sharp blades, and by power's lethality, they are one by one slain. Oof.
We remember a group of bards.
The taciturn child says. The bards compose songs for the children's prophecy, and along the corpus of the pillar of stone lay their footprints upon which ballads are carved.
Though we lack the might of swords and shields, we can take you to walk every part of this world.
Till many years later, when the bards all return to their subterranean eternal rest, the children sing us the long, long songs, and alone they bear memories of humanity.
We miss us.
The exuberant child says. When they left their home, the passages blew the girl apart into countless turbulent bubbles, carried to all corners of the world on the wings of destiny.
We will run towards the world's agony.
The children cheer each other up. As the years pass and the sun and moon rise and fall, the children often hear sounds of their friends shattering. Farewell, farewell, farewell. Children who still walk the earth silently hide their retching sobs. Excuse me. Silently hide their retching sobs. Often the hills of Akama once grew, golden figs as far as the eye could see. The remaining children link their hands and decide to make this beautiful city the beginning of yet another journey. The children pull to the hem of the maiden's dress.
Please, listen to the prophecy we bring.
The maiden pulls on her silken threads, weaving in her heart the children's past into strings.
Chase the cool flames with me. I promise that.
The liberations poured are guaranteed to be. Dang it! No! Oh, it is the core flame. Oh. Next act. The gentle mother silently dreams and brings to her child a scent from the west wind shore. Then she quietly departs, and the only words her child hears is a prophecy of forlorn melancholy. The slumber of titans, the fragmented lullaby, the roar of the guards, all merge into a torrential black tide that carries the first demigod from the past to the future. And that was the beginning of this long dream. In this tiny room, she forged 20 years of her memories with time. Sometimes the child does not understand. The gates of words outside the window are so numerous. Yet, why can we not step within? And if one cannot leave the tower, what need is there to gaze into the distance via tomes? The mother smiles and does not answer, only using bedtime stories to once again guiled another golden sheen of destiny to the Amphoreus of the child's dreams. Alas, the golden light of destiny cannot illuminate the shadows of power and greed. All it takes to rob the child of her only kin is a letter of dark conspiracy. The culprit thought the murder had no flaws, but was unaware that the lamb willingly stepped into the passage dead end. Before the priest met her demise, the only thing her eyes contained was spite. Yet she leaves her final warmth and hope embroidered into those dolls, leaving them behind for her innocent love. Loneliness stakes nightmares into the child's sleep, and the child hugs those dolls tight.
At the very least, we will never leave each other, right?
Onrix softly sighs and carefully lifts the curtain of time, presenting a crystal given in liberation to the brave, before the doll holding a blade. The Titan loves this child, born into sorrow, but has no power to ease impending tragedy in the morrow. Only can they dispel the evening wind of the past, giving the child solace in sweet dreams. Turn back, chosen one. The Titan's fading proclamation cannot pull back the string of the girl's destiny.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
In the holy city adorned with falling flowers, the children recall that prophecy beside their friend that has passed away. But the girl had already passed through the thousands of crossroads and continued to sail toward tomorrow. Oh, but that bright spot beyond is beyond the western river where the flowers bloom. Well, we know that last part, okay. And now, last but not least, the Glaya. Adorable garment maker sword. Curtain of swords and weave. Oh, it's not okay. The solar lyre sound flows through the streets.
I love her. Why does your mood change faster than the clouds above?
The audience face is covered in sorrow.
Oh, how I wish she has clear eyes that are quick to anger and laughter, and dimples that crease in smiles and frowns.
For the maiden he longs for has a body of alabaster and fingers carved by scaffolds. In her blood runs blood of gold, and a heart woven from threads. She has neither eyes nor dimples, lacking even a face. For she is Aglaya's garment maker, merely a demigod's serf. The glided dressmaker master, the executive of romance. How resplendent would her mansion be above the radiant dawning clouds. Nervously, the visitor opens the doors, like parting curtains at a theater. The one with golden thread in hand is revealed, standing betwixt figures of stone.
Lady Aglaya, I am Apollos' retainer, here for an outfit to take to my master.
He casts sideways glances as he bows, for the garment maker he adores is flanking her mistress, silent as a leaf accompanying a flower. The slender hand sculpted of ivory pulled up the dress's train, as if with one breath alone the maiden will be revived.
The creation of love and beauty indeed.
As the visitor thinks thus, his thoughts prickle the golden threads in the room.
If you wish to embrace such fantasies,
She declares thus on the other end of the golden thread.
You must beware of the scissors that can pierce through the chest.
In the ancient theater, there are thousands of plays, millions of shows, where even the god of romance was once an actor. The weaver below the stage savors the show for inspiration. The ostracized poet finally returned home. The adoring lovers, separated by misfortune. The hero betrayed, fires his deadly arrow into the traitor's heart. The thread known as romance is knit by all beings, by all love, hatred, and beauty and sin, memories and prophecies. All that occurs are clothing indeed. Look, the despondent servant buried his love. The dressmaker plucks it up, and into the garment maker's dress she weaves. The elegant garment makers once had beautiful faces, some as knights with swords, some as impassive priests, and put on pantomime after pantomime in the golden thread's light. Till the stage shook in the storm, and the black tide tainted the dancers' skirts. She wiped clean their visages and instilled armaments instead of silk.
Use the needle and thread as your sword.
She requests the servants who cannot answer. The garment maker's elegant still, yet bloody, turned bloody as sorry. How am I supposed to read that last part? Anyway. Sorry, almost there. Wow. All these stories are really, really old, but I haven't had enough of them yet. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to ask an important question. How old are you? I forgot, it doesn't matter. As old as the world. It doesn't matter. No way. Oh, I know what gift to get you. Can't you just make something up? But I'm so happy that the moment I stepped into this world, I met you. Aww. This way, every moment in my life will be recorded by you. If you ever write a book about me, it'll be a thick one. What is there for us to talk about if I already know everything? But my past is a crushing weight shrouded in darkness. But my past is a... Let me think. There's no way I could remember everything. I see. What is there for us to talk about if I already know everything? But my past is a crushing weight, shrouded in darkness. That does make sense. The more memories we make together, the more there is to talk about. And hello. Oh yes, wishful wizard. Yeah, so only like 6 more, which is... won't give us a hint. Good. But yeah. Let's see. One who is without shadow. Defeat the long shattered vessel during the flame. Yep. Among the undying defying oath, and grant her with a night of peaceful sleep. Try to reclaim previous past in the nightmare. Warrior, why do you question thy origins? Witness the end of criminals' zero homecoming. Old leaves fall, new trees flourish. The world is dust, one generation rises, another wilts. Witness the beginning of Trivios and the flame chase. Silence by feet. And solid fragments of... Yay! I call upon the final dawn. In the balance. Let's see, reach the area. The third level, the temple will stretch from 20 feet. Yep. The start of all roads, discover a secret escape passage. Yep. All fates are marked with a price. Use the Fate Titan's authority to complete the challenges of the... Yep.